Hi humans, welcome back to my channel. By the time you watch this video, I'll have turned a year older. What a privilege it is to still be alive, especially after 2020. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the lessons I have learned through the years. Let's dive in. I'm going to be sharing stuff that I have learned through the years, and I'm going to be reading some of them. First and foremost, I have learned that I can't live without God. There are certain burdens I simply cannot carry on my own, and I have to trust a higher power. There are certain worries, stuff that I think about, stuff that I am so happy about, and I am grateful to God. I simply cannot do without God. It's like He's my compass, He's my anchor. There are certain people who believe that there is no God. I don't know how they do it, but I simply cannot. I have learned that I'm not in control of the big mega stuff. I mean, we are on a planet that is rattling around, the sun. I'm not in control of that. I'm on Earth and everything seems to be stable, but in the actual sense, we are orbiting around the sun. I have no control over the oxygen I breathe. So I just trust. You trust, and what you have no control over, just let it be and go with the flow. Through the years, I have learned that most of the things my mom tells me are right, especially when she's advising me. My mom has more experience than I do. Parents have more experience than children. And in most cases, 90% of the time, or even more than 90%, they are right about some things. So when my mom tells me something, I always think about it. And when most of the time that I've taken her advice, I've not regretted it. We are all not the same. We grow up in different countries, through different religions, cultures. So we simply cannot be looking at the world through the same eyes. So people are different. People will have different beliefs. Let them be. People have different opinions. Learn to live with different people with our opinions. When I turned 30, my mom told me to use Aunt Wrinkle. I think it has helped. I have learned also that what works for other people's skins may not also work for you. So it doesn't mean if I use lotion B or sunscreen blah 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 and it's working for me or it's working for person C, it doesn't mean it's going to work for me or it's going to work for the other person. So be very careful the things you put on your skin. I've also learned that as much as we women have this opinion or thing that some of us grow up with, that men are supposed to be like taking care of us. Because of me having a brother, my expectations and how I see men really changed. I do not want anyone to treat my brother the way, that I don't treat other people. Men are not ATMs. Men are not our fathers. So let's take a break, ladies. I've also learned that things could always get worse than they already are. If you want to know that things are bad out there for people, please just switch on the news. Go to CNN or Al Jazeera or whichever station, and you'll see that people have really got it bad and are in worse situations than you are. I also learned in my early 20s that when people come to you crying, some of them are actually they're crocodile tears. I remember there's someone who came to me crying when I was in my early 20s, telling me blah 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 blah, and they swindled me and they took money from me, and later my mom told me, nah, that's how they roll. So please, even people who come crying may not be telling you the truth. When people smile at you, it doesn't really mean they like you. Some people just smile because, I don't know, it's like etiquette. Maybe when you meet people, it's good etiquette to smile and all that. But someone can be smiling at you when in the actual sense, in their hearts, they're saying, go to hell. So yeah, smiles are good, but don't be too trusting. People do not tell the truth. Through my years, I have learned that, well, there are certain countries where people don't lie, or some people don't lie, but I have learned that some people can look at you straight in the face and lie to you. So don't be shocked when people lie to you. Meaning, please do not tell lies to other people. You definitely show people how to treat you. If you tolerate people coming and I don't know, gossiping about other people with you, you're showing them that it's okay. They can come to you anytime they want to talk about people. If people always come late for, let's say you tell someone to come, or you're supposed to meet someone at a certain hour and they show up 30 minutes late and you think it's okay, they will always be late. So you treat people how? As in, you show people how you want them to treat you. When you visit the doctor and they tell you something, it's not bad to seek for a second opinion. Someone doesn't tell you have a, I don't know, a horrible disease or something, you know, something that scares you, and you don't seek out a second opinion. When you feel pain, don't ignore it. I'm missing a tooth right here because I used to have pain, and I'll take painkillers and, you know, do home remedies. By the time I went to the dentist, it was even beyond root canal, and they just had to get it out, and I've never replaced it. Do not wait to go for checkups. I know some of us want, when we feel pain, we keep putting it off. Please do checkups. Otherwise, one day you'll go to the hospital and a disease will be in its last stages and you'll have nothing to do about it. I've also learned that not all plants need the same amount of water. The water you put in a cactus is not the same water you put in a snake plant. Not all plants need a lot of light. Some plants thrive in the darkness. Not all perfumes are meant to be on the clothes or on the skin. Some perfumes are for night, others are for day. Some perfumes smell better on different skins. Probably in future I should do a video about perfume etiquette. Some surroundings do not allow people to go with perfumes because you irritate people. I've also learned through the years that not all friends are meant to stay in our lives forever. Every stage in life has its own friends. When people are sick, please go and see them. I have a cousin I lost, and I kept putting off going to see them, and I've never forgiven myself for not going to check on them because they died before I saw them. When you're giving out stuff, there's certain stuff even the poor do not need. Give out stuff that you would want to receive. Well, you might not like it anymore. Don't give out stuff because they're old. Give them out because they no longer give you joy. Say good stuff on the internet. My God, you don't have to go on the internet and give thumbs down and tell people they are dumb. Learn to be good. If you have nothing good to say, shut up. I've learned not to compare myself with other people. We are definitely on different journeys. It's not good to compare ourselves with other people. Some people will always be ahead of us and others will be behind us. So let us not compare ourselves with people, because definitely takes away all our joy. I have learned that when you're at the workplace, you do not only do stuff that you are paid to do. It's okay to do something that is not like part of the stuff that your boss told you or your employer told you to do. I have experience with this. Through my work life, I have done things that I have are not part of my job description, and I have really been paid an extra because of them, and I've been looked at differently at my place of work because I do not only do stuff that are expected of me. I go way and above. Family. Treasure family. I come from this amazing family. I am so lucky. My family is so loving. We are always so there for each other. I have relatives who are so loving. I am so blessed. And this is like a legacy that has been passed on from my grandparents. Loving, looking out for each other, checking on each other. So family has taught me so many things, but most of all it has taught me that I always have a backup. I have people to rely on. I have learned that family is like glue. It keeps me up and makes me stand when I feel like falling down. Giving. I have learned that giving is a gift that cannot stop giving. Because of the pandemic, some months I have not worked, and I have never gone to bed on an empty belly. I've managed to pay my rent. Recently, a friend of mine gave me money. I didn't even ask for it, and I was like, oh, how come you've given me this money? And she was like, Anita, you took care of me when you are working, so now it's my turn to help you out. Oh, I felt so blessed. So giving is not something I have regretted, and I continue to do it. Be very careful how you treat kids. Kids don't forget things. I've not forgotten some of the ways people treated me when I was young. So be very careful how you treat kids. Last but not least, books. I have learned that books can take me to the future. Believe me or not, I have been to 2040. I have lived in 1320 because of reading. Reading has made me see how people used to speak English. I like reading books that have a setting or a plot of 18 something, because I like the way people used to speak then. Through reading, you see the world through other people's eyes, and you can learn a lot. I have learned so much through reading. That is one of my greatest loves. I cannot share and exhaust everything that I've learned through the years, but I'm glad I've been able to share some of those. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Press on that bell thing so that when I post a new video you are aware. Until next time, bye bye, take care.